There are some specific reasons for the lack of videos lately. 1. Skyrim. 2. I have a life. 3. Schoolwork. And most importantly, number 4. I've been watching anime. However, this one anime specifically seems to be popular among others, but strange to me. That anime is Clannad. I heard about it from a couple of friends. I decided to check it out myself, and honestly, it's weird. Now, I don't hate it or anything, but please let me speak and you can comment at the end of this video. First of all, I can't find what the show is about. I looked it up, and this anime is based on a visual novel. So am I watching cutscenes? First, the show starts off with a boy named Okasaki, and he says his life sucks. His mother's dead, and his dad has turned to alcohol and gambling. This kid has really got it rough. I'm dead serious when I say I feel bad for this kid. And for the record, the dad is so drunk off his anus that he acts like a freaking pedophile. Okasaki then meets this girl who unintentionally says some sad things to him, then he tries to talk to her, and she notices him, and they walk to school together. And throughout the show, he meets these other girls as well, which somehow are important to the plot in what matter. And the plot mostly revolves around trying to get the drama club alive and running. Honestly, the plot is like someone telling you they did something cool, and when you ask what is it, they keep saying, I'm not telling. Another thing is that the intro made it look like some kind of show about girls with strange powers, and I barely remember Okasaki being in it. Speaking of which, we have another character named Yuhei Sonohora, we'll look this up later, who is a friend of Okasaki who constantly gets into fights, which he always loses in with a girl named Kyo, and is always full of himself. The previously mentioned girl, Kyo Fujibayashi, once again we'll look this up later, is a tough tomboy-like person who rides a motorbike to school, and is pretty much the toughest of the school. She also owns a pig mole thing that looks like it was ripped out of Pokemon, and it says Poi. 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 Freaking Oi. Poi. Since when do pigs and moles in general go poi? The only time you'd hear a pig or a mole go poi is when you're on drugs. Next time you're at a petting zoo and you hear a pig go poi, slap the nearest person next to you in the face, no holding back. The previously mentioned Nagase Furukawa, the girl that Okasaki first meets, wants to start a drama club and make friends, but she is kind of socially awkward, not in a bad way, and she can't really make public speeches or introduce herself to others. She also has to redo whatever grade she is in because she has been sick most of her last school year. She also has an obsession with something called the Big Dongo family, which when I looked up, I almost mistook it as Dango. You know, like Fandango. Nagisa's parents also make an appearance in some episodes as well. Her mom is a pastry chef who cannot take criticism like Phil Fish, and her dad is an aggressive person that's claiming to do what's best for his family when really all he does is get angry over everything, especially when he gets angry and tries to hide it. Also, he hates it when people give their opinions. He must really hate freedom of speech. There's also this one girl named Fuko Ibuki. Sorry, when you think about it, the name is hilarious. Who seems to be mentally retarded or some kind of hipster in training. She also doesn't know that she should never be carving if she cuts herself, or let alone cutting with a dull knife. She also does sound like she is too young for high school, as by the sound of her voice. She is also calling Okasaki weird guy, even though that he clearly stated to her that his name is Okasaki. She also calls Yuhei weird guy number 2 because of his blonde hair. She's gonna get ganged up on one day. The reason why she is carving these starfishes is for invitations to her sister's wedding, because, you know, cards are too generic, but she is inviting strangers, which if you were a normal person, you would not do that. But these characters are not even human beings. They're androids with no intelligence programmed. These characters are not dull or great. They're just confusing. They can't make up their mind of what they want to be. Sometimes in an episode or two, we are introduced to this one girl who claims that she was born in a world where everyone is dead. So basically, purgatory, because heaven would be more sky-like and hell would be surrounded by fire, and I think we're getting off topic. Speaking of which, since she was born into a world where everyone is dead, how was she born in the first place? She later on builds this robot friend who also has its point of view. Oh, so she was the one who made the big daddies, but I digress. This could be some kind of metaphor for Nagisa or something. I heard from one of my friends, however, it's something that happens later in the show, or he could be fooling me for all I know. But I can't remember what he said. Oh, what the heck am I on about? Let me use the mic as a nunchuck. Ah, well, I got that out of my system. Well, where were we? Oh yeah. This anime can be described as a Truman Show, only it's more dark and gloomy, and the main character never finds out he's in a fictional world, and the outside world is the world where everyone is dead except for that one girl, and almost every single character but the main character was, I read quote from Yahtzee Crosshall, nursed on lead baby bottles. My main point, every single character is pretty stupid. Sometimes they just want to make me facepalm. I did laugh at a couple jokes, but still, they're mentally retarded. You got Fuko, Miss I like to beat the crap out of every single student, and let's not forget about Mr. I am drunk off my anus because because I'm a whiny man. Now I know what you're all thinking, that I hate this anime, but I 80% agree with you. I like it because it makes you want to continue the series. You get some questions answered, like when the heck is that world with that one girl gonna be important to the story? I'll admit I don't really like it much, but it's hard to stop watching Clannad because you need to know what happens next. Or you can just ask your buddies about what happens, but I digress. It makes you watch till the end. It's like being thrown into a maze and no coming back. You have to reach the end whether you like it or not. I know I may sound like I'm criticizing Clannad, but here's the thing. It's begging to be criticized. Heck, I find myself trying to like it, probably because I had a lot of expectations for this anime, but failed to deliver. It's pretty much like Duke Nukem for okay, bad example. While it leaves other people crying, it leaves me going, what the heck is wrong with these people? Overall, Clannad is a little par on the meh part of rating scale. Personally, I don't like it, but I need to know some answers or just give up. If you're into romance stories and dramas like, I don't know, Letters to Juliet or 17 again, then this anime is right for you. But like I said, I personally don't like it much, mainly because drama soap opera like things are not my type. But if you like it, that's great. But for me, I don't like it much, and I don't care if you tell any spoilers in the comments section. You do it to yourself, you do.